Hey scientists, it's Kanisha again. It's so hot in the science studio today. I'm trying to cool it down. I wonder why this fan won't start moving. What's that, Mia? Oh, silly me. It needs to be plugged in. That's odd because this fan starts when I push a button. And this pinwheel moves when I blow on it, like this. We've been learning all about force, how things get pushed and pulled to make them move. But I'm wondering, where does that force come from? Does it always come from the object that's moving? Or can force come from different places? Let's investigate. We learned that force is a push or a pull. But that force has to come from somewhere with energy. Power is the name for where that force comes from. Power can come from a lot of different places. When I blow on this pinwheel, where do you think the power to spin it comes from? It comes from me. Living things like people and animals are full of energy that powers all kinds of things. Every time we push, pull, lift, or move an object, the power comes from us. But what about my fan over there? I'm not making it move, and it only moves when its cord is plugged into the wall. What kind of power could that be? Mia says it's called electricity. When an object has to be plugged in to move or work, it means electricity gives it power. Electricity is like an invisible power that flows through the wires. But this little fan doesn't need to be plugged in to work. Does that mean it powers itself? Oh, it has a battery inside. Batteries are like little storage boxes for electricity. That way, they can move or work without being plugged in. Sometimes, things with batteries run out of power. That's because they can only hold so much electricity at once. What can I do if my little fan runs out of power? I can change the batteries out for new ones. And sometimes you can plug in battery-powered things. That helps them store enough electricity to keep working without a cord. But living things, batteries, and electricity aren't the only things that power our world. Natural resources give us power too. Can you think of one natural resource we've already learned about that gives us power? It's the sun. We learned that the sun gives us light and warmth. It's full of power. We use solar power to keep buildings warm and turn on the lights. Remember these? Solar panels tell us when something is using the sun for its power. There are other natural resources that give us power too. Oil and gas come from the earth. They power things that need a lot of force, like cars and trucks. Gas is also really good at making heat, like warming our homes or firing up the stove. But how can you tell if something is powered by oil or gas? You might see it filled at the gas station or in the flame on a stovetop. You might smell the oil and gas when it's turned on, or hear a rumble or vroom. What's powering this kite? It seems like it's moving by itself. But it can't be. Kites aren't alive. What do you think is powering it? There's one more natural resource that powers things. What could it be? It's powered by the wind. Wind pushes against things to help them move by sending them up and across the sky. Wind gives extra power to things like planes, birds, or parachutes to help them glide through the sky. What's this? It looks a lot like our fans, but a lot bigger. A windmill? Wind can power things too? It's kind of like how I blow air onto my pinwheel to make it move. The wind spins the fan of the windmill to make power. A lot like solar power, the wind power makes electricity to power buildings. Power can come from a lot of different places. It helps that each type of power comes with clues that help us see where the power is coming from, like the cord on my fan or the steam from a bus. Now that we've learned about how things move, I'm wondering about how things help us in other ways, like phones, microwaves, and X-ray machines. There are so many amazing tools and machines to discover. I hope you can join me, scientist. Until next time, keep creating, and I'll see you in the science studio. Hey.